Amy from Purse-Free Paper Crafts. I'm back today with another layout process video for you. This one is of my son on a holiday a couple of years ago when we were heading down to the beach, and he was riding in the beach trolley, and when I was looking through my photographs it reminded me of this saying, so I decided to do this. Nothing to do with travelling in a hot air balloon other than the title, and I love the hot air balloon. So I'm using a cut file today from created by Gwen. Her shop is called Cut to You. Lots of lovely cut files, and I chose this one. So what I'm doing is I am backing the cut file in rainbow colours. So I'm starting at the bottom with purples, and then I'm going to work my way all the way up to the top in all different rainbow colours right up to red. And you'll see that in a minute. I don't make you watch it all because it takes quite a while. There it is in rainbow. I'm then going to pop it onto that lovely dark blue backing paper because I want it to stand out, and the rainbow colours really pop off that paper. What I'm doing now is just matting my photograph. I decided to mat it on vellum first, then onto this lovely duck egg coloured tissue paper, just to give a lot of different layers and some softness to the photo. I'm just cutting it with scissors. I don't want it to be too perfect. I'm then going to use this other duck egg colour. Then there's a lighter blue and a darker blue that I use to mat the photo, just to give it plenty of layers and plenty of interest. The dark coloured sheet of backing paper is from the Cocoa Vanilla Studios Happiness collection. Like I said, I just wanted it to pop off the page, and I was going to use white and maybe do a bit of a mixed media background, but decided in the end I'd go for the dark background. Bit of a change for me. I do usually use white. This last matting that I'm doing, I decided to do offset slightly wonked, just to give another bit of interest to how I've matted it, so it's not just perfect. And there it is, going to slot behind the balloon. I'm then going to add these butterflies, which I fussy cut from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio range, again the Happiness collection. And what I'm doing is I'm poking some holes with my Tim Holtz pokey tool, because I'm going to have like little trails coming out of the back of the butterflies, as if they've flown out of the balloon or away from the balloon in the same colour. So I'm just poking those holes in. I've got a piece of foam underneath so it's easy to poke the holes, and then I'm going to use some embroidery threads in all different colours to do the trails to match the colours of the butterflies. I take a while choosing which ones it's going to be, just so that they match up, and then I use 2 strands of each to do the sewing. I don't make you watch all the sewing. Again, it did take me a little bit of time to do this, but I just use a standard kind of a running stitch or a back stitch, and there they are to make the trails. So that's where the balloon's going to go, and then the photograph's going to tuck in just behind, but I don't want it to be flat onto the page, so I'm going to use some of this adhesive foam to prop it up. It's sticky on one side, but you do have to add some glue or double-sided sticky to the other to fasten it to the page. I'm just fastening those down, and I'm going to use some of this finger lift tape to make sure it's stuck down really, really well. Before I press it down properly, I do just grab my photograph and make sure I've got it in the right place, and then really press down to make sure it's going to stay put. I'm then using some wet glue to adhere the butterflies at the end of their little trails, but just gluing the middle, because then I'm going to go around the edge, the wings of each butterfly, and prop them up with some foam pads, just to give it a bit of dimension to make sure they don't flatten out when I pop it away in a page protector. So I just pop one of those underneath each wing. I'll tell you just while I'm doing this that this is a challenge that I did, a rainbow challenge I did for a group on Facebook called Inspired by Memories, where we had a rainbow colour to do over the month, all the rainbow colours, and then the last challenge was to use rainbow, but you weren't allowed to use the rainbow in the rainbow shape, you just had to use the colours. So this is how I chose to do mine on the balloon and with my butterflies. So I'm just tucking the photograph in here, and now I'm going to do my title. These are foam thickers from Chamel, I think it's the Sparkle City range, and I just use the word places and go, and then the other words I'm going to use some small white foam alphas. I do like, when I'm doing longer titles, to use a couple of different alphas, and I do think it adds a bit of interest and it makes sure that the title doesn't completely take over. You can then pull out words that you want to. So I've got over, and then you will in the little white, and places and go in the larger letters. Just decide to add an exclamation mark on there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take from my stash, I think they're Horizon collection from Pink Paisley, stickers there that are popping in, and then I've got another one that's going to go just down at the bottom under the photo, and then some little crosses that are glossy from Vicky Booting. So thank you ever so much for popping by today and watching this video. I hope you like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope this inspires you to do something rainbowy and colourful, and keep your eyes on my channel, more videos coming up. So I hope to see you back here soon, and have a lovely crafty day.